Ireland Prime Minister Leo Varadkar steps down. Vietnam's president resigns after just over a year in office. Apple CEO visits Shanghai amid slowdown in China iPhone sales. New Zealand will ban disposable e-cigarettes. Google faces tough questions over cybersecurity. Athens Zoo welcomes birth of rare Pygmy Hippo.
Hello, I'm Johnny. Thank you for joining us on Funday News. It's Friday, March 22nd, and here are your top stories. Irish Prime Minister Leo Varadkar, who made history as his country's first gay and first biracial leader, announced Wednesday that he is stepping down for reasons that he said were both personal and political. Varadkar announced Wednesday he is quitting immediately as head of the centre-right Fine Gael party, part of Ireland's coalition government. He will be replaced as Prime Minister in April after a party leadership contest. Varadkar, 45, has had two spells as Taoiseach, or Prime Minister, between 2017 and 2020, and again since December 2022 as part of a job share with Michael Martin, head of coalition partner Fianna Fáil.
He was the country's youngest ever leader when first elected, as well as Ireland's first openly gay prime minister. Varadkar, whose mother is Irish and father is Indian, was also Ireland's first biracial Taoiseach. He played a leading role in campaigns to legalize same-sex marriage, approved in a 2015 referendum, and to repeal a ban on abortion, which passed in a vote in 2018. Varadkar was first elected to Parliament in 2007, and once said he'd quit politics by the age of 50. He led Ireland during the years after Britain's 2016 decision to leave the European Union. Brexit had huge implications for Ireland, an EU member that shares a border with the UK's Northern Ireland. UK-Ireland relations were strained while hardcore Brexit backer Boris Johnson was UK leader, but have steadied since the arrival of Prime Minister Rishi Sunak.
The Vietnamese Communist Party has accepted the resignation of President Vo Van Thoen, the government said on Wednesday, in a sign of political turmoil that could hurt foreign investors' confidence in the country. The government said in a statement that Thoen had violated party rules, adding that those shortcomings had negatively impacted public opinion, affecting the reputation of the party, state, and him personally. The Central Party Committee, a top decision-making body in Communist Party-ruled Vietnam, approved Thoen's resignation just about a year after his re-election.
The president holds a largely ceremonial role but is one of the top 4 political positions in the Southeast Asian nation. The government statement did not elaborate on Thoen's shortcomings, but major leadership changes in the one-party state have recently been all linked to the wide-ranging, blazing furnace, anti-bribery campaign. It is aimed at stamping out widespread corruption but is also suspected by critics to be a tool for political infighting. Foreign investors and diplomats have repeatedly blamed the campaign for slowing down decisions in a country which is already grappling with cumbersome bureaucracy. Thoen, 53, quit days after Vietnamese police announced the arrest for alleged corruption a decade ago of a former head of central Vietnam's Quang Ngai province, who served while Thoen was party chief there.
Apple CEO Tim Cook is on a visit to Shanghai, according to a post on his official Weibo account on Wednesday, ahead of the inauguration of a new retail store and amid declining iPhone sales in the country. A video attached to the post showed Cook taking a stroll in one of the city's popular tourist districts and having breakfast with Chinese actor and television personality Zheng Kai. According to a news release on Monday, the new retail store, located in the city's Jing'an district, will open Thursday. Cook often visits China, a vital market and manufacturing base for Apple, to launch products, open factories, and meet with local officials.
Earlier this month, Apple also announced plans to expand its research centers in Shanghai and Shenzhen. His latest trip also comes amid reports that iPhone sales in China declined 24% in the first 6 weeks of 2024 compared with the same period a year earlier. The decline in sales was partly due to abnormally high shipments by Apple at the start of 2023 but also increased competition from local brands such as Huawei, according to analysts. Last year, Cook visited China in October following reports that iPhone 15 sales in the country were weaker compared with sales of the earlier model. That trip came a month after reports on employees at China's central government agencies being banned from using iPhones for work. The Chinese Foreign Ministry denied the reports.
New Zealand said Wednesday it will ban disposable e-cigarettes or vapes and raise financial penalties for those who sell such products to minors. The move comes less than a month after the government repealed a unique law enacted by the previous left-leaning government to phase out tobacco smoking by imposing a lifetime ban on young people buying cigarettes. New Zealand's Associate Health Minister Cassie Costello said Wednesday that e-cigarettes remain a key smoking cessation device, and the new regulations will help prevent minors from taking up the habit.
While vaping has contributed to a significant fall in our smoking rates, the rapid rise in youth vaping has been a real concern for parents, teachers, and health professionals, Costello said. Under the new laws, retailers that sell vapes to children under 18 years of age will face fines of up 100,000 New Zealand dollars, $60,000, while individuals will be fined 1,000 New Zealand dollars, $600. Other regulations introduced will prevent e-cigarettes from being sold with images that might appeal to young people or with enticing names. But some experts have labeled the move to ban disposable vapes to discourage youths from taking up the habit as short-sighted.
Australia's online safety regulator has put social media giants on notice, requiring them to explain what they are doing to protect people from violent extremists and terrorists. The country's e-safety regulator announced Tuesday that it had issued legal notice to Google, Meta, X, WhatsApp, Telegram, and Reddit, requiring each company to report on steps they are taking to protect Australian users of their platforms from extremist material online. According to Australia's e-safety commissioner, Julie Eman Grant, the risk of terrorism and online radicalization remains high both in Australia and internationally.
The Commission said it had issued the notices under transparency powers granted under Australia's Online Safety Act, which will require the 6 companies to answer a series of detailed questions about how they are tackling the issue. According to a recent OECD report, Telegram is the top-ranked mainstream platform when it comes to the prevalence of terrorist and violent extremist material, with Google's YouTube ranked second and X, formerly known as Twitter, third. The Meta-owned Facebook and Instagram round out the top 5. WhatsApp is ranked 8th, while a 2022 report by the New York State Attorney General confirmed the Buffalo supermarket shooter's manifesto cited Reddit as a platform that played a role in his radicalization towards violent white supremacist extremism.
A rare and endangered pygmy hippopotamus has been born in Athens' Attica Zoological Park for the first time in 10 years, delighting conservationists. A lack of male pygmy hippos in captivity had complicated breeding efforts, so zoo staff were absolutely thrilled. The baby was a boy. Noy Zarodski, the zoo's wildlife veterinarian, told Reuters, "This is the first birth in the zoo in 2024, and what a birth!"
Every captive birth of pygmy hippos is extremely important. We're very happy to see this baby grow into a healthy adult hippo, and hopefully one day reproduce, she said. Pygmy hippos are native to swamps and rainforests in Western Africa. They are listed as an endangered species by the International Union for Conservation of Nature, and it is estimated only about 2,000 to 2,500 still live in the wild. Weighing 15.4 pounds, the male calf, whose name will go to a vote, was born on February 19th and joins his parents Lizzie and Jamal as the only pygmy hippos at the zoo. The hippo, solitary and nocturnal by nature, will remain with its mother for a couple of months until it ventures into the outdoors enclosure.
The answer for yesterday was C, eligible. Only people over 18 are eligible to vote. Did you answer correctly? Now let's delve into the news of New Zealand will ban disposable e-cigarettes. Number 1, disposable, 用后即丢的，一次性的。You can now buy disposable contact lenses. Number 2, phase out something, 逐步废除某事。Subsidies to farmers will be phased out by next year. Number 3, cessation, 停止、终止、中断、暂停。Mexico called for an immediate cessation of hostilities. Next, we have a multiple choice question for everyone to practice. Which answer would you choose? You can now write your answer in the comment section. The correct answer will be announced tomorrow. And that's all for today's Funday News. Be sure to tune in to Funday News from Monday to Friday and click the link below to join Funday for free. I'm Johnny Wu, your host. I will see you next time.